The Wolverine Sports Network is on the air.
He's going to keep the football. Drive for the goal line. It's a touchdown! The Wolverines have won it on the final play of the game. Touchdown East. A Wolverine walk-off winner.
Ostrowski, the righty, winds and deals. Strike three! It's a perfect game! Tate Ostrowski has thrown a perfect game for the Wolverines.
Piper back to throw. Has time. Looking for the end zone, and what is it called? Touchdown! It is a touchdown for the Wolverines with 7 seconds to play.
Grove City has won the President's Athletic Conference Championship. Grove City wins the PAC. The Cinderella story is alive.
Piper takes the snap. Looking to throw. Fires downfield. Frazier made the catch and scored the touchdown to win it for the Wolverines.
Tonight on the Wolverine Sports Network, the Grove City College men's basketball team will tip off the 2025-26 season. The Wolverines are at home, and they will host Pitt-Greensburg in non-conference action. But first, it's time for the Steve Lammy Show, brought to you by Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash in Grove City, our new sponsor this year for the Steve Lammy Show. Coach, welcome back. Great to be with you.
Great to be here, Ryan.
The Grove City College Wolverines, a 16-win season last year, reaching the PAC tournament semifinals. Just in looking back at last year, certainly a lot to like from last year. I know ultimately the goal was to get to the title game and cut down the nets. Came up a little short, but it was certainly fun to see some guys progress, as well as the young guys who are taking on bigger roles this year, their development as well. It was certainly, it seemed like a pretty fulfilling year in a lot of ways.
Yes, it was, and really happy for those 7 seniors and how they ended their career. They were obviously the linchpin from last year's team, and they played a lot of different roles. Some started, some came off the bench, some didn't play much at all, but really contributed to the culture of the team and helped in practice. So without those guys, we don't have a successful season last year.
I know that culture and standards are things that they're important to any organization or operation. You have to have a good culture. You have to have standards. I know that that group really helped reinforce some things that maybe had, for whatever reason, I think maybe partially from the pandemic, again, just coming out of that and so forth, maybe some things that just weren't quite as fine-tuned as maybe they should have been. It seems like they helped really get that back to what we're used to seeing.
Totally agree, and that's why I think that group is so special to me, is because they had to weather that storm when they were younger and wanted to commit to bringing the Grove City basketball back. Like, we had 2 years of just subpar performance, and they were part of that when they were younger, and it wasn't going to happen on their watch when they were upperclassmen. And I can't thank that group enough.
And it wasn't necessarily what showed up in the W and L stand for, or the W's and L's, right?
Exactly. Yeah. It was more than that. It was what was happening maybe in the weight room or not happening in the weight room. Maybe it was guys getting into the gym more than what they needed to be. And that's huge. You have to do that. It's such a competitive sport, and it is a 12-month a year. I'm not going to say grind, because you have to love it, and it has to be a passion for you. And if it's not, then you're not going to get the results that you want. So that group was really committed to the off season, and it reflected it. And sometimes it doesn't reflect in the one loss column, just because of maybe talent or what other teams have, right? Things that you cannot control, but the things that they could control, they did really well. And for that, I'm really thankful, appreciative.
And now with the current Wolverines, obviously a lot of those lessons have been imparted. How are things progressing so far here as we approach tip-off? You've had them more or less for about a month now of practicing and a couple of scrimmages. how's the team coming together?
Yeah, we have 3 captains. It's Mike Christensen, Kyle Randall, and Drew Collins, and those are the that's the tip of the spear right there. And if your captains are leading from the front, in other words, they're walking the walk, not just talking the talk. They're walking the walk, and then you have something good. And they're great mentors to the younger players. And I'm just they're upholding the standards. I'll just say that. And they're our hardest workers, and it's one of those things that is infectious, and I can see that in. Well, I just passed the arena coming down to your office, and we had a dozen guys in there shooting around, and that's a day before a day of a game, so that's a really good sign.
And looking at this year's team, there are 4 seniors, and you mentioned the 2 that will be into the starting lineup tonight. 2 returning starters, Kyle Randall and Mike Christensen, both coming off of very strong junior years. Kyle Randall back at the point. Mike Christensen led the team in scoring last year, which maybe some teams or some people may not necessarily remember or realize. Shot 49% from behind the 3-point line, number 2 free throw shooter in the country. Having those 2 experienced guys at the guard spots, and again, Mike can play a number of positions, but having those 2 there, that's a great place to start. Yeah.
Our backcourt with 2 seniors is very experienced, and they know how to play or complement each other. So we really don't have a point guard. I mean, we have to designate one for the press breaker and out of bounds plays, but either of those guys can play that point guard. Either of them can play the shooting guard. They have different skill sets, but again, like I said, they complement each other and they play really well together.
Then the other 2 seniors are 2 guys with some starting experience as well, David Olinger and Christian Suchevanu. We didn't see much of either of them last year due to injuries, but to have 2 veteran guys who have different skill sets, but to have them back as guys who are looking to contribute up front and also to be leaders, mentors, etc. for some of the younger big guys, has to be obviously guys whose value certainly on the court, but also in practice, off the court, etc. 2 guys that mean a lot to this program.
Oh yeah, like David Olinger, literally broke his face, a facial bone last year, and so he missed a lot of games. I think he only played in 6, but he only has one gear, and it's like 100%, and which is great because he'll be coming off the bench and contributing. But he's that fuel additive.
Yes, a little extra octane.
Exactly, like he's high octane and a force multiplier. I love him. And wherever he plays, and he's one of those guys who can play multiple roles. The power forward, the small forward, the center, and he's going to contribute that way. And another guy who behind the scenes is always talking to the freshmen, helping them do the right things, which again I'm very appreciative of. And then Christian Suchevanu, who has been here now 5 years, is a different type of player. Now he has a bad back and has been, there's some serious complications there. But he works out religiously to maintain that his strength there, and also making sure that it's not going to go south on him. But he's like Papa Bear. He's the oldest guy in the team. They probably call him Uncle Christian, but has just a lot of wisdom for a guy his age. And he's one of our 2 chaplains. He will play any role that's required of him. There are not many people on this planet that would be willing to do things that he is happy to do. And it's not one of those things where he's grudgingly doing it. There's a willingness. There's a willing sacrifice. I got great seniors. They all have a different personality. They all have different strengths. But the one thing they have in common is that they want the betterment of the program and I know that this is one of their goals, is to leave the program in a better shape than what it was when they came here. And that's a tall order, and that's great. But they want to leave a legacy, and it shows in how they treat the underclassmen and how they nurture them and mentor them in things on the court, but also in the locker room and in the dorm and in the lunchroom, and what they're doing off campus on the weekends.
You mentioned the seniors. We're turning our attention to the juniors now. We have a group that has kind of been some guys that have played a lot, some guys who emerged last year. I want to know how are the juniors, because it's there's obviously a big leap from freshman to sophomore, but also sophomore to junior. Now you're not a young guy anymore. Certainly, expectations go up. And how are these guys? How are they handling this? I guess you'd say increased responsibility.
Yeah, very well. In fact, one was elected captain. That was Drew Collins, and the other one, or one of the other ones, is one of our chaplains. So that's Caleb Haller. So those two guys are within the lineup, in the mix. I don't know if we should consider Austin Johncore a junior because he has sophomore eligibility, right?
I'll take 3 more years of him.
Exactly.
I mean,
Amen.
you do it. He can do what he wants. Austin, we'll take another year of you.
Exactly, and and he's 6'9". He claims he's 6'10". I don't know, but he plays 6'10", and he made one of those really big leaps in the summer. That when I hadn't seen him all summer, and when I saw him again late in August, I thought, wow, okay. We had those preseason practices that the NCAA allows. And I thought, wow, he has really improved. And he's just a different person, a lot more confidence. And of course, with confidence, you play a lot better. You play, I think, a little bit slower. The game slows down for you. And he's definitely a presence inside.
And then you mentioned Caleb Haller, a guy with starting experience as well.
Yeah.
I always equate him a little bit, some Mike Christensen in him, in that he can play a lot of different positions.
Yeah, he can. And he's going to be backing up Anderson Skelton, one of our sophomores, at the 3 spot. And he can be relied on. He's just one of those steady players, a really good rebounder, better than what you think. And one of the has a great assist-to-turnover ratio. He can just he makes everybody else better because the ball moves with him, and but he can also score if left open. So he's a threat both ways.
And then Drew Collins, probably I don't know if the team necessarily has a most improved player award, but he probably would have been a unanimous choice last year. Guy, as a freshman, didn't play a whole lot. And then last year, emerging as we got to the point where he was out there in a lot of key spots.
Yeah, and he's going to play a big role as the backup 2 guard to Mike Christensen. A very similar role to what Jonah Bach did. And Jonah has the record for most 3-point shots made in a career. And they have this very similar skill set. So when he's on the floor, he is a threat to hit a 3. But he's pretty athletic, and so he can defend like he's a taller player. In fact, he is. He's almost 6'3". But he's one of those guys that, I'm sure he would like to start. There's no question about it. But he's willing to play the role off the bench and provide that, just like David Ollinger, but provide that, 93 octane, when he's in. And definitely one of those energy guys.
Of course, and then you mentioned Austin Johncore. He's a junior/sophomore. Then the starting lineup tonight, 2 sophomores, Anderson Skelton, whom you mentioned, and then Liam Conklin, 2 guys that played significant minutes at times last year. Obviously, they have. We saw flashes from them last year. I take it they have made that freshman to sophomore year jump.
Yeah, and they were both given some opportunity to play last year as a varsity player. 40 years of coaching, and this has really never happened for me, where you send the young man home for the summer and you give them the workouts. You always have the expectations that they're going to do it, but never does everybody come back bigger, stronger, faster. Okay, it doesn't happen. except this year. Honestly, like, we could look at anybody on that roster and say they're a better player than they were last year. Not just because they're older, but they've worked at the game. You know, they've done their individual workouts. They've done the workout in the weight room. And, you know, those are two guys, talking about Liam Conklin and Anderson Skelton, that it was obvious. And so we didn't maybe anticipate them starting right away, but they are. And, yeah, we're excited about it. And they both have different strengths. Liam is more of a cerebral player. You know, he's a little bit slower in a good way, in that the game comes to him. Anderson, really good athlete and can attack, and is one of our lockdown defenders. He can defend anybody, and he was really athletic last year and shoot. You know, again, with his work in the weight room and the strength and conditioning, he's gotten even more athletic, which is really exciting.
Another guy that who is a junior, but I know that has made a big jump as well, Owen Wolf inside.
OW, yep.
And, you know, a guy who came in, he was pretty raw, but we saw him at times, especially in the second half of last year, and it seems like the work that he has put in is now paying off.
Yeah. And Owen, thank goodness, like, he's patient, because he wasn't ready as a freshman. He just wasn't, and that's okay. You know, he's big. He's about 6'7", and raw. But last year, as the season progressed, he got better and better, and I remember telling him this, like, midway through this through the year. I said, Owen, like, you're the next guy up, and that's a hard place to be, because you have to be on call, and your name could be called, and you're going to go in, but there are going to be times when you're not. Very frustrating, and I get it, and I told him this, but he was able to play that. You know, he knew it was frustrating. But now he's seeing the fruits of his labor, and he's going to be backing up Austin Joncourt at the 5.
He's kind of like a relief pitcher waiting for the bullpen phone to ring.
Exactly. Except, you know, he's definitely in the lineup. Like, we're projecting to play, you know, a certain amount of minutes this year.
Then a couple of other sophomores in the backcourt. Mike Vaughn, Josh Backus, and then Nick Eckelmeyer, 6'7", sophomore center from the Toledo area, Sylvania, Ohio. 3 more guys who I know who are battling and looking to work their way into the rotation.
Yeah, and every one of those guys got better over the summer. And I would say that, especially with Mike Vaughn and Josh Backus, they're in the mix. They're in the position that Owen Wolf was last year. They got to be on call, and they may not play because other guys are just ahead of them. But if there's an injury, if there's a foul situation, if someone's sick, they're going to be inserted, and we have confidence in their abilities.
Then the newcomers, who have a number of them, how are they fitting in? I know there's a couple of transfers in there, as well as some freshmen. How are they making the adjustment from before to playing the Wolverine way?
Yeah. So Colton Martin is really our only transfer where he played college basketball somewhere else, and he'll be backing up Kyle Randall at the point guard. He's tall. Now, he didn't play point guard. Well, he hasn't played there in like 3 years because he played it at the high school level. But and we weren't expecting him to do that. We thought he'd be more of a forward. But yeah, he's a tall 6'5" point guard. Different skill set than Kyle Randall, but that's okay. And then Kellen Howard is from Tennessee, and he committed to us last year, but decided that he was going to go to a bigger school and not play basketball. Missed it, and so now he's here. He does have 4 years of eligibility, but you know we're not sure. And again, he's one of those guys he's in the mix right now, but he has to learn the system a little bit better. Only because he's had 20 varsity practices, and so a little bit of seasoning, but you can see the potential in him, and he could play. The guard spot or the forward spot. And he's tall. He's about 6'4".
That's a look at this year's Wolverine squad. When Coach and I come back, we'll take a look at tonight's opponent, Pitt-Greensburg. Pitt-Greensburg has a game under its belt, an 82-80 win over Baldwin Wallace. We'll talk about Coach Chris Klimchak's team when we come back. But first, a word from our sponsor, Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash in Grove City. This is the Steve Lammy Show.
Valvoline Express, Karen Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy.
Ken Frenchak here at the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Experience. We're all about experience. The experience of our expert quick lube techs and also the experience we provide you with every oil change. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come here to the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City for the experience. Drive in, drive out. It's that easy. The Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City.
Welcome back to the Steve Lammy Show here on the Wolverine Sports Network. Ryan Briggs here, along with Grove City head men's basketball coach Steve Lammy. Coach, opening night, the Wolverines taking on Pitt-Greensburg. It is not opening night for Pitt-Greensburg. The Bobcats, an 82-80 win Friday night over Baldwin-Wallace. And anytime you beat Baldwin-Wallace in the sport of basketball, that's a big feather in your cap. And obviously a very nice way for Pitt-Greensburg to start its 2025-26 season.
Yeah, and not surprised. Pitt-Greensburg was picked to win the Allegheny Mountain Conference, and they have the preseason player of the year. So they won 18 games last year and returned the whole starting five.
They put 5 men in double figures. Michael Bigley, who, of course, we saw him previously at W&J. It's his second year at Pitt-Greensburg, 15.7 rebounds. Jackson Byer with 14, but 5 men in double figures. An 82-80 game, they had 5 turnovers. Obviously, very, very efficient offense for Pitt-Greensburg.
Yeah, they don't turn the ball over because they're fundamental, and they know how to play within their system, and they're veterans. So we don't anticipate that we're going to turn them over. That's just not our game. But yeah, it's a veteran. It's going to be a tough nut to crack.
Offensively, is it kind of a lot of the 5-out type motion we see, or do they run a lot of sets? What do they like to do?
Yeah, they run the Princeton offense, which we did years and years ago, and they like to drive. So they're going to get downhill, or they're going to try to get downhill, and then create some opportunities either at the rim or kickouts, and then try to distort our defense. So the game plan going in is we're going to have to contain the ball handler. They're just faster than us on the perimeter. That's fine. So what we're going to do is just contain the ball so that we don't have to do a lot of defensive rotations. We understand that they're going to be getting some semi-contested shots on the perimeter, more than we would like to give up. But we can't take away everything with a team with that much firepower and they're veterans, right? So that's the game plan going in. And so now they didn't shoot the ball well on the perimeter against Baldwin-Wallace, but that's a one-game thing. It's hard to find out what their tendencies are on the perimeter. But we know from watching them last year and watching them against BW that they can definitely get to the rim.
Do they have an advantage having played a game already coming into tonight in terms of, I guess, maybe the opening night jitters, things of that sort? Or is there maybe an edge for the Wolverines because they don't have any tape on you? Granted, they probably know what they probably have an idea what what Grove City's going to do offensively, defensively. But is there an edge either way?
I would give them the edge only because they're a veteran team. So been there, done that. They've been successful last year when they were underclassmen. Their expectations are high this year. And we're a system team. We're going to run the flex offense, but there are a number of different ways to attack it. But there are a number of ways to counter what they're doing, and we already have all of those in. We're a younger team, but it's not as if we're playing a lot of inexperienced guys. In fact, in the top 12, we'll have just 2 newcomers. So. But advantage to them in that respect.
What are a couple of keys for the Wolverines tonight to do what Pitt-Greensburg did, and that's win the season opener at home?
Yeah, well, I think on defense we have to contain the ball. We have to contain it, contest it, and contest the shot, and then out-rebound them. That's going to be really key. We have to get, and they're good at rebounders. They go after the offensive rebound. So we're going to do 5. We're going to crash 5 or block out 5 guys and try to out-rebound them. On offense, it is it's making the extra pass. And we know that there's a threshold of passes that we want to make every game. And it's not passes per possession. We're not doing that. But when we know the ball moves faster than the man, and so when we pass the ball, good things happen. And so we're going to have to make them play more defense than they do offense. And that's one way to counter their offense, is just by making them guard a lot of screens, or guard through screens. Hopefully tire them out a little bit. That, we hope, is going to give them, maybe take their legs away over a 40-minute time frame. And then they're not going to shoot as well, or maybe not as drive as well. And we're going to go deeper than they are. We're going to play 12 in our lineup. And what we can't do against their top 5, we're going to try to do with our 12, if that makes sense. It's going to be like 12 versus 5.
Sure.
So.
Well, Coach, we appreciate your time. We won't get to do this for a while, as the Wolverines are going to be getting on the Campbell bus here over the next couple of weeks with back-to-back games Friday and Saturday at Geneva, then road trips to Bradford and Penn State Greater Allegheny. Before Thanksgiving, the Wolverines' next home game is the conference opener December 3rd, which it'll be here before we know it. But, Coach, I guess we'll say Happy Thanksgiving in the meantime. But best of luck tonight. We appreciate your time, and go get them.
Thank you, Professor. Great being with you.
That is Grove City College head men's basketball coach Steve Lammy. This has been the Steve Lammy Show, brought to you by Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash in Grove City. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and the tip. It's the 2025-26 season opener, Grove City and Pitt-Greensburg. And it comes up next on the home of the Wolverines.
Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy. We'll check your oil, check your fluids, and get you clean. Fast, friendly service for cars, trucks, and SUVs. Wiper blades or filters, check your tire pressure. Locally owned, nationally known. Necessary. Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy.
Ken Frenchak here at the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Experience. We're all about experience. The experience of our expert quick lube techs, and also the experience we provide you with every oil change. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come here to the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City for the experience. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy. The Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City.
Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy.
And we are live tonight inside the Grove City College Arena. Tonight, here on the Wolverines Sports Network, it is Grove City College men's basketball, the 2025-26 season opener. Grove City taking on Pitt-Greensburg. Wolverines, it's the season opener. Pitt-Greensburg, one win in the bag already, 82-80 on Friday night over the Baldwin-Wallace Yellow Jackets. We are going to take a quick break. We'll come back with a very special presentation and the starting lineups on the Wolverines Sports Network.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
And we are back here in the Grove City College Arena as the clock winds down as we get ready to start up this one. The starting lineups for Pitt-Greensburg, the guards will be Jackson Meyer, 6-foot senior from Conemaugh Township. And Michael Bigley, 6' senior from Seton LaSalle. Third guard's Matthew Marinchek, 6'1 senior from Ligonier Valley. Up front, Trent Rosich, 6'5 senior from Richland. And Ty Keffer, 6'4 sophomore from Southmoreland. For Grove City, the guards are Kyle Randall and Mike Christensen, Liam Conklin, Anderson Skelton, the forwards, with Austin Johncourt in the middle. And we're now going to have a very special presentation. We honor one of the Grove City greats who has come back tonight. Tanner Prosser, inducted into the Grove City Hall of Fame last month. And he is here tonight. He'll be receiving his plaque. Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome to the historic Grove City College Arena. Tonight, the NCAA presents this men's basketball game between the Bobcats of the University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg and your Grove City College Wolverines. Before we meet tonight's starting lineups, we have a very special presentation near the scorers table. In late September, Grove City College inducted its 2025 class into the Athletic Hall of Fame, and one of the inductees is being recognized tonight due to travel concerns that day. He is now here tonight, and we are going to recognize him. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a distinct honor to welcome the newest member of the Grove City College Athletic Hall of Fame from the class of 2004, men's basketball standout, Tanner Prosser. Tanner was an all-around performer for the Wolverines from 1999 to 2004. He was a four-time All-PAC honoree. He concluded his career as the program's all-time leader with 367 assists, and he also ranked fifth all-time in scoring with 1,263 points. In addition, his 801 rebounds ranked third all-time at Grove City, and he has started more games in program history than anyone else, making 106 starts. As a freshman, he led the PAC in rebounding, averaging 8.6 per game. And in his junior year, in his second of 3 years as a team co-captain, he helped the Wolverines to the 2003 PAC championship. He led the Wolverines in rebounds, assists, and steals that year. And the Wolverines' 18 wins that year were the most in 14 years. In 2014, the PAC recognized Prosser as a member of its 60th anniversary team. And tonight, we recognize him as a member of the Grove City College Athletic Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, from the class of 2004, Tanner Prosser! So Tanner Prosser, 2004 graduate, inducted into the Hall of Fame, recognized here tonight. Tanner was unable to attend the ceremony in September, but he is here tonight, and we recognize him, and glad to be able to do it here in the Grove City College Arena prior to the home opener. We're going to take our final break, come back with a tip on the home of the Wolverines.
I'm Sally, a volunteer at United Way. I'm asking people around the neighborhood what they think this place needs. Excuse me, hi. What do you think this place needs?
I'd like to see more parking.
More playgrounds.
Free movies.
Oh, that's easy. Better restaurants.
And you, what do you think this place needs?
This place? Oh, more ice cream trucks.
Okay. How about you?
Wi-Fi everywhere?
I was thinking more money in the pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
I was just kidding about the ice cream.
Oh, that's way better.
Now that you mention it.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org. Because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
This is the news. This morning, we are saluting the 2.2 million women who have joined in the war effort. They now make up 37% of the workforce, changing their role forever.
The prestigious Harvard Medical School is breaking ground today, opening its doors to new female applicants.
Today, little girls all over the world look to the sky, where the first woman is now in space.
Military stereotypes are challenged today with the trailblazing promotion of a U.S. female officer to 4-star general. It was just announced that the vast majority of last year's doctorate degrees were earned by women.
We've come so far, but our news is changing for the worse. More women die from heart disease and stroke than men, even though it can be prevented. Make a change at GoRedForWomen.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play. Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you still ride your skateboard to work, there's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control over my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown-up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
And we are about to get underway here in the Grove City College Arena. Glad you could join us. The home opener for Grove City, season opener as well. It'll be Austin Johncourt jumping center for Grove City. And it's going to be Trent Rosich for the Pitt-Greensburg Bobcats. Wolverines go left to right in the first half. And we're underway, tip controlled by Grove City. Kyle Randall with it. And we're underway in the Grove City College Arena. Top of the key, Johncourt with it. Johncourt will swing it left side for Randall. 15 to shoot. Christensen drives in. Reverse layup is good, and the Wolverines have the early lead. So Mike Christensen gets Grove City the early lead, 2-0. And now Wolverines come out in a 2-3 zone. They played a lot more zone last year, and it was effective. Near wing with it is Marinchak. 11 to shoot. Up top to Rosich. Rosich looking. Skip near side. Keffer, corner three, short. Rebound grabbed out of there by Mike Christensen. So the Wolverines get a score and a stop to begin tonight's game. Inside, Johncourt pops open. Johncourt up with the left hand, no good. And the rebound dug out of there by Rosich for Greensburg. Back to the way, lefty runner, glass rim, no good from Byer. Randall the rebound for the Wolverines. Just underway here in Grove City. Wolverines and Pitt-Greensburg, they played a dandy last year with Greensburg winning in overtime, 78-76 down in Westmoreland County. 13 to shoot. Conklin on the right wing, looking for Christensen, and it was deflected. It goes out of bounds, and the Wolverines will have it. 8 on the shot clock, 90 seconds into this one. Our tech crew tonight, Alyssa Shaw and Diana Kepner. We have Tyler Grupak and Carson Lucas on stats tonight here at Press Row. I'm Ryan Briggs. Hope you're enjoying this one. Inbound to Conklin along the near side. It's knocked away by Keffer, and it will stay Grove City ball. Pitt-Greensburg coach Chris Klimchuk protesting a little bit. He thought it was out of bounds off of the Wolverines. 5 to shoot for Grove City. Skelton with it. Skelton around a double screen. Skelton is doubled. Ball deflected. Randall stripped, and it's a shot clock violation. Good defense by Pitt-Greensburg. Randall tried to draw the foul, but no such luck. Good defense and good officiating as well to not fall for that. Grove City extending the zone now. 2-3 for the Wolverines. With Christensen and Randall up top, the Wolverines extending it. Near corner 3, Marinchak up and good, and Greensburg has the lead. Greensburg struggled from downtown Friday night against Baldwin Wallace, 3 of 14. Conklin in the foul circle, jumper no good, rebound. Christensen comes up with it, puts it up, it's off the rim, and the rebound dug out of there by Jackson Beyer. Beyer into the forecourt, left side for Keffer. Keffer across the lane, up with the right hand, no good. Might have been blocked by John Core. Beyer tries to save the rebound. He cannot. And it is Grove City basketball. Conklin, Randall, John Core out for the Wolverines at 17:35. Grove City brings a newcomer in, Colton Martin, 6'4" junior, in for the first time. He'll run the point. You also see Owen Wolf, the big guy from Michigan. And the third man out there is Josh Book, freshman from down the road at Slippery Rock High. Wolf, left of the lane, he'll be called for the travel, and the Wolverines turn it over. Check that, it was not a travel. It's a foul on Bigley on the far side. My apologies. It's opening night for broadcasters, too. First foul of the night. Martin driving right of the lane, shot no good. Tip, up and in for Josh Book. Put him in the book. Wolverines lead 4-3. Well, Josh Book, the Slippery Rock High product, gets Grove City on the board. Or back in front, I should say, at 4-3. Top of the key, Bigley, long 3, and it's good for Michael Bigley. Bigley, second year at Pitt-Greensburg. He scored 15 the other night, a team-high 15, one of 5 men in double figures for the Bobcats. Book in the high post, right side to Christensen. Pull-up jumper from 18, back of the rim, no good, and the rebound snagged by Keffer, tiptoeing the baseline. Left corner, pull-up jumper on the way for Marinchak, gets off the mark. Ball batted around and collected by the rangy Colton Martin at 6'4". He'll bring it ahead, right side to Skelton, who makes the catch. Wolverines running their flex offense. Pitt-Greensburg in the man-to-man. Book to Christensen, spins by the defender. Mike into the lane, stripped, it's loose and ripped out of there by Rosic. Outlet down court to a streaking Bigley. Bigley pulls up for the trailer Rosic, and he will put it up and in. First two-pointer of the night for Pitt-Greensburg. Not that Grove City wants it to be a slow game, but Greensburg would prefer a game in the 80s. Grove City high 60s, low 70s. And Book is stripped. Keffer picked his pocket. Keffer down the lane, puts it up, and hung on the rim, no good. Owen Wolf the rebound. Wolf, the 6'7" junior, picked that one off the rim. Good defense from Skelton. He didn't get a block, but he certainly affected the shot. 4.5 minutes gone by. Book, bounce pass to Christensen, guarded by Beyer. And a foul will be called far side. Wholesale changes upcoming for each team. And it's going to be on Keffer, his first, team's second. Randall in, David Olinger in for the Wolverines, along with Caleb Howler. Book and Drew Collins checks in as well. So 4 new guys for the Wolverines. Line change for Pitt-Greensburg as well. We see Jameer Collins in for the first time, along with Tony Martin. And also in is Josiah Wyatt-Taylor, 6'4" senior in for the first time. 14 to shoot, 8-4 Pitt-Greensburg. Howler for Collins, right lane, high off the glass, no good. Tip up and in for David Olinger. So David Olinger, who missed much of last year due to that facial injury, Gets the tip in, and Grove City back within a pair at 8-6. Left side, Marinchak with it, back out to Jameer Collins. Martin drives right baseline, tip, ball batted around, grabbed by Rosic underneath, puts it off the backboard, no good, a lot of contact. Here come the Wolverines, but then they give it right back as that pass went through Collins' hands and hit Olinger right in the face. David appears to be okay. You always worry about that considering his history, that injury last year. Austin Johncourt back in. Grove City back in the 2-3. It's been 2-3 all night so far. Left baseline to get it into the paint for Rosic on the dive from the foul line. Muscles it up and in. He'll go for a three-point play. Rosic with 4. He'll try to make it 5. And the foul's on Caleb Haller. Rosic line to the left. It is short, and Caleb Haller with the rebound. 10-6 Pitt-Greensburg. Top of the circle, Conklin with it. Lob down low for Johncourt, who pops open, puts it up and in. The big guy with his first points of the season. Fourth different Wolverine in the scoring column. Each have a field goal. It's 10-8. Marinchak across the lane, bounce pass down low. Conklin got a hand on it. Johncourt gets both paws on it. Here come the Wolverines. Rando into the front court. Rando into the paint. 10-foot runner. Front of the rim, no good. And the rebound picked off by Rosic. And back the other way comes Pitt-Greensburg. Rosic steaming down the lane, up with the right hand, and he's hammered. We'll get Johncourt or Collins. It will be on Austin Johncourt, his first, team second. And Rosic, the 6'5 senior from Johnstown, back to the line. Rosic missed a free throw moments ago. He has 4 points. And now he has 5. We do know that there's a little bit of a hum or a buzz in our signal tonight. We spent a good portion of the pregame time trying to rectify it as Rosic shoots the second and misses it. Johncourt the rebound. We are aware of it. It's with the wireless mics. I don't know if it's a cord or if the receiver and the mixer aren't talking to each other properly, but that's the issue. So hopefully it is not too much of an issue for everybody tonight. We certainly like having the net mics. Randall in the high post, kicks it over to Haller. 8 to shoot. Haller left-hand dribble, ball knocked away. Conklin out to Randall, 4 seconds. Christensen faces up, step back 15-footer, got it. Nothing but net for Big Mike. Mike Christensen, he has 4. And Grove City trims the lead to 11-10. 13:04 to go in an entertaining first half. Marinchak, high arcing 3, no good. Caleb Haller the rebound. Here come the Wolverines, a chance to reclaim the lead. Conklin left block for the trailer. Johncourt missed the dunk, but he's fouled. And 2 free throws upcoming for Austin Johncourt. Foul goes on Josiah Wyatt Taylor, his first, team third. Johncourt hits the first one. First free throw of the season for the Wolverines, and Austin Johncourt sinks it to tie it at 11. Skelton in, Haller out. Josiah Wyatt Taylor exits for Greensburg. Johncourt 2 for 2. Now he'll get a breather as Owen Wolf back in. Pitt-Greensburg, by the way, is in the black jerseys. White numerals, gold letters, gold trim. Grove City, the home whites. Red numbers and letters, red trim. Now what? Wolverines are disguising them. Not sure if it's a 1-3-1. Left side 3 on the way. No good. Put up by Jameer Collins. Rebound grabbed by Martin. And he steps on the baseline as he drives to the basket. Wolverines will get it back. Martin returns for Grove City. Kyle Randall checks out at 12:38. Martin against the pressure, gets it back to Christensen. Christensen certainly very capable of being the ball handler, as we heard head coach Steve Lammy say in the Steve Lammy Show. Martin up top. Lob near side to Skelton. Back to Martin. Top of the circle for Wolf. On the back cut, Skelton puts it up. No good. Rebound out of bounds. And it's going to stay Grove City ball. Josh Book in. Conklin out. 12 to shoot. 12-11 the Grove City lead here in the first half. We have the old-style timeouts tonight. 4 fulls and 2 30s for everybody. Wolf strip. Steal by Collins. Collins into the lane, puts it up and in, and Pitt-Greensburg back on top. Teams trading the lead back and forth. 13-12 now, the lead for the Bobcats. 18 wins last year for Pitt-Greensburg. Preseason favorites in the Allegheny Mountain Collegiate Conference. Christensen spins into the lane. 10-footer rattles home. 6 for Mike Christensen. And Grove City retakes the lead. Had 6 lead changes so far. Top of the key, Martin with it. Martin left of the lane, shot blocked by Colton Martin. Into the paint, Rosic goes left, puts it up and in. Nice move by Rosic. He has 7. 15-14, another lead change. Rosic, 6'5", but he can move and he can finish. He's everything you want in a power forward type. Skelton top of the key. He'll shoot the long 3. He'll hit the long 3. Step and a half behind the line. First 3 of the night, and it comes courtesy of Anderson Skelton, the Charlotte, North Carolina product. 17-15 Grove City. Collins, his 3 is blocked. Wolf trying to save it. Couldn't keep it in. And Pitt-Greensburg keeps possession with 15 seconds to shoot. Wolf had his back to the play. He was boxing out looking for a rebound. And then it kind of got on him by the time he got turned around. But good hustle, but unfortunately, Wolverines cannot collect it. Pitt-Greensburg will get a second opportunity. Bigley with it. Bigley works it near side for Tyler Freese, who's in it for the first time. Back to Byer, 4 seconds, entry down low, batted away by Randall. Randall ended up on Rosic after a switch, but good defense to jump to the ball, knock it away with the inside hand. And we're gonna have a timeout taken by Pitt-Greensburg. It'll be a 30. We'll take it as well on the home of the Wolverines.
Key Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Learn more at SmokeyBear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
Timeout taken by Pitt-Greensburg with 10:38 to go in the first half. The baseline inbound coming from Byer. Far side jumper on the way off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound dug out by Drew Collins for Grove City. Here come the Wolverines, leading by 2, 17-15. That's the largest lead of the night for the Wolverines. Largest lead for Pitt-Greensburg, a whopping 4 at 10-6. Collins looking to extend the lead at the 3 for the right wings off the back of the rim, no good. Bigley the rebound, Johncourt took it away. He drives the lane and is fouled. Austin Johncourt did not give up on the play. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. The foul goes on Byer, his first, team 4th. So Austin Johncourt shooting 2. And misses that one. He's now 2 for 3 at the line tonight. Marinchak back in, and Byer exits with 10:13 to go in the first half. The second one. Little early evening kiss. And it's 18-15 Grove City. Now the Wolverines into the man-to-man. He's switching man-to-man. No, it is zone. They're matching up out of it. Right side, Keffer, long three, no good. And rebound grabbed by John Corp. Grove City, 13-7 edge on the glass so far tonight. Collins, right wing drive, to the block, and he traveled. He didn't think he did, but he had an extra step in there, and the Wolverines give it back. Turnover number 6 so far for Grove City. Certainly a number to keep an eye on. Greensburg, 3 turnovers tonight. Pitt-Greensburg had 5 turnovers in the win the other night, Friday night, over Baldwin Wallace. Your winning percentage when turnovers is in single digits is very high. It does not matter what level of basketball. Pitt-Greensburg's 1-0 this year. Bigley behind the back with a dribble, gets it off to Marinchak. 13 to shoot, guarded by Randall. Marinchak driving left block, and it is blocked by Conklin. Rebound, Caleb Haller. Big block there by Liam Conklin, making his first start, and then Caleb Haller stripped by Freeze, and it goes out of bounds off of Haller, back to the Wolverines. Good job by Freeze to get the takeaway. Pitt-Greensburg, 6 of 18 from the floor tonight. That's 33%. Grove City, 7 of 15 so far for 47%. Freeze, left side to Bigley. Bigley jumper over Conklin, sticks it. Michael Bigley with 5. And it is 18-17. 9 minutes to go first half. Christensen into the lane up with the right hand. It was deflected. Looked like Ryan Gregerson, the 6'8 senior who checked in on the last stoppage, got a piece of that. He's out of Gateway. Randall out, Colton Martin back in for the Wolverines. And Grove City will inbound out of a 1-4 low. Mike Christensen to trigger. Keep an eye on him popping back in. Conklin, right wing up top to Colton Martin. 16 to shoot. Conklin to Christensen in the corner. Doubled momentarily. Christensen swings it across the lane to John Corp. 8-foot runner, glass, no good. Ball batted around, comes out to Haller. Shot clock, there was no reset, didn't hit the rim. The entry batted away. Grabbed by Haller, off balance 3, hits the rim. Rebound, John Corp puts it up, missed it, a little bit too strong. Gregerson the rebound. Wolverines had a couple of chances, not great chances. Almost got points out of it somehow. Now Pitt-Greensburg with possession, a chance to retake the lead. Bigley up top with it. Bigley into the lane. Bigley hesitates, keeps the dribble going. Fadeaway stuffed by Christensen. That looked like a big brother against the little brother there. Christensen to the line, to the lane. Steaming down the lane. Layup is up and good. He goes coast to coast. 8 for Christensen. Mike Christensen led the Wolverines in scoring last year. He leads them tonight with 8. And it's 20-17. Keffer at the left elbow, works inside for Gregerson, who fumbled it. Ball punched loose. Haller getting on the floor, knocking it away. Grabbed by Conklin. Colton Martin into the forecourt. 3 subs wait for Grove City, 2 for Pitt-Greensburg. The scores table in front of us. John Cord's knocked away, gets it back, and they'll get him for the travel. Byer and Rosic back in for Pitt-Greensburg. Gregerson and Freeze out. Skelton, Book, Wolf for Grove City, joining Colton Martin and Mike Christensen with 7.5 minutes to go in an entertaining first half of basketball. Certainly very competitive, a bit choppy at times, a bit ragged, but it's early in the season. Right side, Keffer, 3 on the way for the tie, no good. And rebound, Colton Martin had it, was knocked away, but Josh Book collects it for Grove City. Martin, top of the key to Book, works it right side to Skelton. Finds Christensen, working back over to Book, 18-footer short. Rebound Skelton, but he landed on the baseline, and it will be Greensburg basketball. Book making his collegiate debut, had a great career down the road at Slippery Rock High School. 2-time conference player of the year, might have rushed that shot a little bit. And it's still a 3-point game with 6:45 to go first half. Keffer up top to Rosic. Right side, Marinchak, 3 on the way, good. Matthew Marinchak's second 3. And we have another tie now at 20. 20-20, 6.5 minutes to go. in the first half. Skelton to Book. Book working on Keffer. Book lost it, got it back. Off to Christensen, the Wolverines with 15 to shoot. Skelton finds Wolf. Reversal right side. Book trying to work it down low, knocked away. We're going to have a jump ball. Byer and Christensen tied up. Arrow belongs to the Bobcats. Will be Pitt-Greensburg ball with 6:12 to go in the half. And we have a timeout taken by whom? Timeout taken by Grove City. We'll take it as well with the game tied at 20 on the Wolverines Sports Network.
There's danger out there. It lurks on highways and quiet neighborhood streets. It's more likely to kill you than a shark and more terrifying than the biggest snake. Distracted driving claims lives every day. Every notification, swipe, social post, video, or selfie while driving risks your life. So while you might think public speaking or the zombie apocalypse is scary, what's really terrifying and even deadly is distracted driving. Eyes forward, don't drive distracted. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Ty Keffer over here on the near side getting treated by Grove City athletic trainer Lauren Rose. Keffer, the right nostril looked like it sprung a leak. It's been a physical battle, not rough but physical. And sometimes the lip or the nose gets bloodied a little bit. Driving down the lane, the shot good and a foul for Jackson Byer. They give him a little continuation. Byer with a basket. Greensburg leads. The foul is on Drew Collins. And Byer, the lefty, hits the foul shot to complete a three-point play. And it is 23-20, 6-0 spurt by Pitt-Greensburg. Randall works it left side. Collins, far block for Skelton. Up with the left hand, no good. Rebound cradled by Bigley. Wyatt Taylor back in for Pitt-Greensburg. Bigley left of the lane, high off the glass, and he's fouled. And Bigley attacking the hoop, earns a trip to the line. It'll be the fourth foul and a half on Grove City. And for Kyle Randall, his first. So Bigley 5 points tonight. Make it 6 as he hits that one. (24-20). Greensburg clears the lane. Second free throw good as well. Michael Bigley with 7. 25-20. The Wolverine 5, Randall, Collins, Skelton, Olinger, and Conklin with 5:33 to go in the first half. Pitt-Greensburg has scored the last 7. Collins top of the circle. Finds Conklin, back to Collins. Olinger up top for the cutting. Conklin, reverse layup is good for Liam Conklin. Nice diagonal cut, and Conklin using the reverse layup with the right hand to cut the lead in half. Or check that, to cut it to 3, I should say. Was 5, now 3, almost in half. Bigley jump pass, finds Marinchek on the near side. Back to Bigley, left baseline drive, cut off by Conklin. To Marinchek, fadeaway 3 in the corner, got it. Third 3 of the night for Matthew Marinchek. That doubles the lead, it's 28-22. (28-22). Conklin near side, ball knocked away. Swatted out of there by Byer. Johncore and Book in. Olinger out along with Conklin. 4 minutes, 40 seconds to go, first half. Hope you're enjoying this one. Skelton up top with it. Skelton into the high post for Book and back to Collins. Johncore now right of the circle, 9 to shoot. Johncore pivots, back to Johncore, 5 to shoot. Randall, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound ripped out of there by Bigley. Michael Bigley's third board of the night. He leads the Bobcats. Down the lane, leaves it for the trailer. That's Wyatt Taylor stabbing down the lane. The big guy can't get it to go, gets his own rebound, and then he is fouled. Josiah Wyatt Taylor Very nimble. He's a big guy. Putting it on the deck, and he'll get free throws. Actually, or it's going to be a baseline inbound. The foul's on Book, his first, team 5th. Josiah Wyatt Taylor drawing the foul. He'll check out, and Justin Pierre-Paul, 6'5" junior, in. Byer to inbound. Finds Marinchek. Long three over Haller. Good again. He has 12, 31-22. Pitt-Greensburg. John Core on the near wing. 14-2 run for the Bobcats. Fueled in part by Marinchek. John Core left of the lane, posting up on Rosic. Hook, short. Rebound, ripped down by Byer. Here come the Bobcats moving right to left. Rosic up top. Rosic got Greensburg off to a good start. Guarded on the perimeter by John Core. Now drives right of the lane, keeps the dribble going. 18 to shoot. Out to Marinchek. Gives a ball fake. Working on Christensen. Throws it high off the glass. Can't get it to go. And the rebound, Caleb Haller for Grove City. Marinchek 4 for 5 on threes, 0 for 3 inside the arc. Rando, his three, up and got it. Big answer there for the Wolverines. They needed that one. And the lead down to 6 at 31-25, 3:04 to go first half. Marinchek with it, out to Byer. Byer gets a screen from Pierre-Paul, doesn't use it. Byer working on John Core, puts it up. John Core hammers them. And 2 free throws coming up for Jackson Byer, who completed a 3-point play earlier. It'll be John Core's second, team 6th. Wolf, Martin, and Conklin wait to check in between the free throws. And Byer, the lefty from Conemaugh Township, hits the first one. Book and John Core check out, as does Randall. With 2:50 to go in the half, coming up at halftime. First half recap, scoring stats. Look at the PAC scoreboard as well. Byer sinks that foul shot. Now he'll exit as Tony Martin back in for the Bobcats. Martin, 6'2" freshman from Doc Mennonite, out in southeastern part of the state. Harleysville. We've saying that's Philly suburbs would be appropriate. Certainly closer to Philadelphia than it is to Grove City or Greensburg for that matter. Haller right side to Wolf. Wolf posting up on Rosic, and Wolf is stripped. Marinchek came from the backside. Matthew Marinchek has been a problem tonight for the Wolverines. 2:22 to go in the half. Marinchek drive and kick, gets it off to Pierre-Paul. Can't get it to go from short range. And Conklin clears the glass. Paul maybe tried to finesse that one a little bit instead of going right at the hoop. Haller up top, over to Christensen. Now back to Haller between the circles. 13 to shoot, 2 minutes to go in the half. Christensen back to Conklin on the give and go, puts it up and missed it. Rosic the rebound. So each team missing from the paint. Rosic driving down, fires it off to Martin, reversal to Marinchek, left side three, good again. It was good when it left his hand. He has 15. (36-25). 19-5 run for Pitt-Greensburg. The Wolverines now maybe just try to cut it down to, say, 6 or 7 by the half. Colton Martin in the lane, 10-footer good. First points of the night for Martin. (36-27). Wolverines get a score. Can they get a stop here? Bigley over to Marinchek, far side. Marinchek a game-high 15 points, 1-4. Well, looked like it might have been a 1-4 set for a moment. Now Rosic across the lane from left to right, back to Marinchek. Sets his feet, three up. That one's no good. You're almost shocked when it doesn't go in for him from downtown. Christensen with it, and he's fouled. A blocking foul on Tony Martin. His first, team 5th. Greensburg still has a foul yet to give. .51 seconds to go in the half, and Drew Collins will inbound. The edge of the scores table on the near side. Ollinger, Randall, Book, and Skelton join him. Tony Martin do guard the inbounder. Into Ollinger. Ollinger, jump stop, looking for Book. It was tipped away for a moment. 20 to shoot. Ollinger puts on the floor, drives around Keffer to Randall. 16-footer up and good for Kyle Randall. Randall with 5. First deuce of the night for Kyle Randall. Differential of about 6 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Wolverines have whittled the lead to 7. Rosic left of the lane. Rosic posting up. Rosic backing down. Out to Marinchak. 3. Up. Off the rim. No good. Rebound. Book tips it to himself. And now the Wolverines a chance to score before the horn. 12 seconds to go in the half. Collins left side. Grove City's cut it to 7. That's a plus. But they lose it now. Knocked away. Grabbed by Keffer. 4 seconds. Keffer down the lane. Up with the right hand and good to beat the buzzer. Oh, 4 or 5 point swing right there. And Pitt-Greensburg extends the lead. 38-29. We'll go back with the first half recap on the home of the Wolverines.
I'm Sally, a volunteer at United Way. I'm asking people around the neighborhood what they think this place needs. Excuse me, hi. What do you think this place needs?
I'd like to see more parking.
More playgrounds.
Free movies.
That's easy. Better restaurants.
And you, what do you think this place needs?
This place? Oh, more ice cream trucks.
Okay. How about you?
Wi-Fi everywhere?
I was thinking more money in the pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
I was just kidding about the ice cream.
Oh, that's way better.
Now that you mention it.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org. Because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
This is the news. This morning, we are saluting the 2.2 million women who have joined in the war effort. They now make up 37% of the workforce, changing their role forever.
The prestigious Harvard Medical School is breaking ground today, opening its doors to new female applicants.
Today, little girls all over the world look to the sky, where the first woman is now in space.
Military stereotypes are challenged today with the trailblazing promotion of a U.S. female officer to 4-star general. It was just announced that the vast majority of last year's doctorate degrees were earned by women.
We've come so far, but our news is changing for the worse. More women die from heart disease and stroke than men, even though it can be prevented. Make a change at GoRedForWomen.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play. Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you still ride your skateboard to work, there's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control over my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown-up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Halftime here in the Grove City College Arena, 38-29. Pitt-Greensburg with the lead as the Bobcats forced 11 Grove City turnovers and turned them into 14 points. Greensburg also 6 of 14 from behind the three-point line, led by Matthew Marinchak with 15 points. Marinchak leading the Bobcats with 15, 7 each for Trent Rosic and Michael Bigley, 5 for Jackson Beyer, 2 for Ty Keffer and Jameer Collins. Grove City led in the first half by Mike Christensen with 8, Austin Johncourt, Kyle Randall each with 5, Anderson Skelton 3, and then 2 each from Liam Conklin, Colton Martin, Owen Wolf, and David Olinger. That's a big change here. Either way, it's 38-29. Wolverines are 12 of 29 from the field. That is 41%. Pitt-Greensburg's 41% as well, 13 of 32. But a couple key numbers. Greensburg 6 of 14 on threes. And then we mentioned the turnovers. 11 for Grove City, leading to 14 points. 4 Greensburg turnovers, leading to 1 Grove City point. And that's a difference of 13. And in a 9-point game, that certainly looms large. Rebounds, 23-13. Grove City the edge. 5 rebounds for Caleb Howler, 4 for Mike Christensen, and Bigley 4 assists for Pitt-Greensburg. 38-29 the score here at the break. And we do know that there's a little bit of a buzz or a hum in our audio tonight, and we apologize for that. I don't think it's affecting things too much, but it's not as clean as we'd like, but something we'll have to get ironed out before the next home game here in the Grove City College Arena. Everything was fine Friday night, and it's not fine Wednesday night, but such is life with technology sometimes. 38-29 is the score. We'll come back, and we'll look at some scores from around the PAC here on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Founded in 1955, the President's Athletic Conference is regarded as one of the elite NCAA Division III conferences in the nation. Comprised of 12 private institutions and 1 associate member, the PAC thrives in athletics and academics. Now sponsoring 24 varsity sports, the PAC remains unique in this day of high-pressure college athletics, with academics at the core of every program. With over 300 academic All-Americans and over 1,400 academic honor roll recipients with a 3.6 GPA or higher in the past year alone. Our student athletes excel in athletics as well as the classroom. Want to learn more? Visit us at pacathletics.org or follow us on social media.
Valvoline Express, Karen Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy. We'll check your oil, check your fluids, and get you clean. Fast, friendly service for cars, trucks, and SUVs. Wiper blades or filters, check your tire pressure. Locally owned, nationally loved.
Ken Frenchak here from the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Fall. Leaves are changing. Why not get a jump start on the season and get the oil changed in your vehicle? We have your grade of Valvoline oil regardless of your gas or diesel engine. We stock most air filters and windshield wiper blades. So don't forget, we offer 2 automatic car washes along with 2 self-serve bays. Stop by to have your car run and look great. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come to us for the experience.
Valvoline Express, Karen Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy.
Hi, we're the Goo Goo Dolls. We're fortunate that we can give our daughters everything they need to grow and learn. But not every child can focus on classes and play dates.
Nearly 13 million kids in the U.S. face hunger. That's 1 in 6. School lunch might be their only meal each day, and it's heartbreaking to imagine any child going to bed hungry. We're dreaming of a perfect day when kids can smile, play, and just be kids without worrying about where their next meal will come from. Feeding America is working to make that perfect day a reality.
Each year, the Feeding America network of food banks rescues billions of pounds of good food that would have gone to waste. That food is given to families and children in need. Being a kid should be about doing things that make an ordinary day extraordinary. Learning to play an instrument, building a sandcastle, hosting tea parties. Hunger should never be an obstacle to growing up.
You can help end childhood hunger in your community by visiting feedingamerica.org.
Brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you out, because only you can prevent wildfires.
Hey, Assistant Smokey Bear. Call me Papa Bear, because I'm grilling up dinner. Do you get it?
Yes, good job.
So, what should I do with all these coals?
Don't just toss them out. Put them in a metal container because those embers can start a wildfire.
I understand. The stakes are high.
Ha, 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 ha.
Learn more at smokeybear.com.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service, your state forester, and the Ad Council.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Back here in the Grove City College Arena, it is halftime, and Grove City trailing 38-29 at the break. Ryan Briggs with you, our stat crew here tonight. Tyler Grupak and Carson Lucas. Our tech crew tonight, we have Alyssa Shaw and Diana Kepner. Everything seems to be going well. Again, we have the audio issue. I'll take the heat for that. The little bit of the bug or the buzz in there. But hey, you can see what's going on. We have great camera work. The stats are accurate, and hopefully the play-by-play is not weighing down things too much. Update on some men's games going on tonight. Halftime, Franciscan leading Penn State Greater Allegheny 49-24 there at the break. 4:16 to go in the second half. Penn State Altoona leading at Chatham 71-66. Halftime, Penn State DuBois leading Teal by a score of 34-32. And one other men's game, Allegheny taking on Carlo. And we will see if we can get you an update on that one in a moment, and we can. And Allegheny is up big, 54-14 at the break in that one down in Pittsburgh. So the Gators looking to move up the pecking order in the North Division this year. And that's all we have for now on the scoreboard. We'll take our last halftime break. We'll come back with the second half. Grove City, Wolverines are down 9. They'll have the ball to start the second half, however, on the home of the Wolverines.
Take a look under your bed. Find stuff under there? What about jobs? No? Now try your basement. There's a pair of overalls that overall you're not so into anymore. A perfectly good laptop that hasn't sat in your lap in months. And even more stuff, but still no jobs? Well, you really have both. See, stuff is defined as household articles considered as a group. Sometimes this stuff is no longer needed. Wait, no longer needed? That can't be right. Because remember those jobs you were looking for? Those are really needed, and they're the stuff inside your stuff. Even inside that winter coat that moved with you to Phoenix. Our job is to unlock those jobs, and it starts when you donate your stuff to your local Goodwill. Here's how we do it. When you donate to Goodwill, we sell your stuff to provide job training for people right here in your community. So just by teaming up with Goodwill, you help create jobs. And isn't that worth parting with the leftover keytar from your 80s cover band? Goodwill. Donate stuff, create jobs. Find your nearest donation center at goodwill.org. A message from Goodwill and the Ad Council.
Teams have returned to the floor for the second half. Grove City off to the left. Wolverines will go right to left in the second half. Grove City's in the home whites with red numbers and letters, red trim. Pitt-Greensburg in the black threads, white numerals, gold lettering, gold trim for Pitt-Greensburg. Grove City led 20-17 in the first half. But Pitt-Greensburg, thanks in part to 5 3-pointers from Matthew Marinchak, able to surge ahead. It was a double-digit lead at one point. Grove City cut it to 7 and had the ball, but the Wolverines turned it over right before halftime. And a basket by Ty Keffer in transition for Pitt-Greensburg, giving the Bobcats this 38-29 lead. Of course, a busy weekend upcoming in Grove City sports. With men's basketball, Wolverines will play Friday night and Saturday down at Geneva. Friday against Carlo, Saturday against Lancaster Bible. That'll be 5:30 tip Friday, and I believe 1 o'clock on Saturday. The women's basketball team will be at Worcester for the Nan Nichols Classic. Grove City gets Baldwin Wallace on Friday at 5:30. And then the Saturday game will be Grove City and Mount Aloysius. The Mount Aloysius women, they're primed for a big year under head coach Brian Giesler, who of course is a Grove City College graduate. The swimming and diving teams, they will host Worcester Senior Day Saturday, 1 p.m. in the James E. Longnecker Pool. The Grove City volleyball team tomorrow night at TOPAC semifinal, 7 o'clock first serve in Greenville. Winner goes to Saturday's championship. And the Grove City soccer teams, they're both in the NCAA tournaments. They'll both play Friday. The men will play Calvin at Hobart College up in Geneva, New York. The women will play at Calvin, but not against Calvin. The women will play Illinois Tech up in Grand Rapids, Michigan on Friday in the first round. If they win, they go to Saturday. And then the Grove City football team closes the regular season at Hiram Saturday. A win and a little bit of help across the country, and the Wolverines are going to the playoffs. A win and not the requisite help, and the Wolverines will be going to the Open Doors Bowl next Saturday, the 22nd, down in Canton. And I believe even with a loss to Hiram, that the Wolverines still have the ticket punched to the Open Doors Bowl based upon the tiebreakers and so forth, thanks to having wins over Westminster and Geneva already, as well as Case Western Reserve. So that's a lot on the horizon, and the first half or the second half is on the horizon for the Wolverines here in short order. (38-29) is the score. Both teams in no hurry to get out of the huddles. Grove City sends its starting five out there. Randall, Skelton, Conklin, John Core, Christensen. It's Rosic, Marinchak, Byer, Bigley, and Keffer for Pitt-Greensburg. That's the five that began the night for Chris Klimchak's team. Coach Klimchak, in his fifth year, got married this past summer. His dad, Rick, longtime high school coach in the Greensburg and Westmoreland County area. He's on the bench as well. He'll be coaching the Greensburg-Salem girls. And we'll have to fix the game clock. A little bit more time ticked off than should have. Something's not synced. Now we're ready to go. There we go, 1956. So 6 seconds put up on the clock. And Grove City has it foul line extended far side with Mike Christensen to inbound. Randall between the circles with it. Randall spins on Bigley. Conklin out to Christensen, 15 to shoot. Christensen gets around the defender, pull-up jumper short, and Bigley cradles the rebound for Pitt-Greensburg. Bobcats get a stop to start the second half. Grove City +9 on the glass, but Pitt-Greensburg +7 in turnover margin. That's been the story in this one. One of the stories. Bigley right wing, Bigley into the lane, in on Conklin, up with the left hand and good. Michael Bigley, a strong move. Bigley with 9. 40-29, lead back to 11. Matching the largest lead of the night for Pitt-Greensburg. Skelton right side to Christensen. Top of the key for John Core. Pivots, left wing Conklin. Christensen posting up, he's doubled, 11 to shoot, stolen away. Keffer the steal. Keffer ahead to Byer, Byer down lane, pinned by Randall. Rebound saved by Bigley, no. Couldn't get it back in the court of play. Kyle Randall prevented a transition basket. Did not give up on the play, and the Wolverines get it back. Wolverines did not give up on the play, and hey, that could loom large as this one goes along. 18:40 to go. Long way to go. Owen Wolf with it. Wolf down the lane. He'll lay it up and in. Owen Wolf, the big boy, puts it on the deck. First points of the night for Wolf. Owen Wolf, nice move there. Very confident move as well from the right elbow going down the lane. Marinchak, game high 15 points on 5 threes. Swings it over to Bigley. Bigley, foul line jumper, rims out, no good. And Josh Book clears the glass. Here come the Wolverines. 3-on-3. Randall, pull up. A 2, and it's good. Randall just inside the arc. The lead down to 7. (40-33). 7 for Randall. feel like that block that Kyle made may have ignited something as well. We'll see. Rosic posting up. In on Wolf. Up and rattles around. No good. Good defense from Wolf. Randall over the timeline with it. Randall to the three-point line. Near wing to Christensen. Back on the near side to Randall. Wolf top of the circle. Finds Christensen posting up. 14-footer. No good. Rebound collected by Bigley. You don't see Mike Christensen miss that shot often. Bigley back the other way. Runner with the left hand. No good. Randall flying in like Superman for the rebound. And a timeout. Do we have a timeout or what do we have? Apparently no. It was just touched by the defender standing out of bounds. A bit of a confusing play on the near corner, but it will be. It'll stay Grove City ball, I should say. Colton Martin back in to run the point. Drew Collins out there as well, along with Haller, Olinger, and Christensen. 4 subs and Christensen. Mike Christensen, now Pitt-Greensburg into a zone. Right block, Olinger out to Colton Martin. Long three, it is short. Rebound out of bounds off of Christensen. It hit Byer, but then hit Christensen, who was standing out of bounds. And it's Pitt-Greensburg basketball. So we're seeing some man from both teams and some zone. And we'll get the shot clock set at 27. We're ready for action. Bigley to set up the offense. Gives off to Rosic, back near the midcourt logo. Rosic between the legs with the dribble, working against Haller. To the baseline, and a foul will go on the Wolverines. It's going to be on Caleb Haller. His second, team first. Inbound to Marichek, 3, no good. Rebound grabbed by Mike Christensen for the Wolverines. Near corner, Drew Collins, corner 3, up, got it. Drew Collins hits the 3, first points of the night for the Washington Trinity grad. The Wolverines are within 4, 16-10 to go. Good start to the second half for Grove City, a 7-2 edge. In the paint, Rosic is deflected. Caleb Haller the steal. Haller ahead to Collins. Collins back out to Haller. Working right wing to Christensen. Big Mike directing traffic. Top of the key for Colton Martin, now out to Christensen. From way downtown, got it! Mike Christensen from 25 feet. (40-39), the Wolverines thundering back, they're within 1. Bigley top of the key with it. Bigley down the lane over the right hand, no good. Rebound collected inside by Byer, lost it. Scramble for it, slung out of there by a hustling Rosic. Keffer 3, no good. Rebound Marichek, he'll put it up and in. A third chance opportunity for Pitt-Greensburg. Marichek's 5 threes in the first half were damaging to the Wolverines. That putback equally as hurtful. Entry hit Marichek in the noggin and went out of bounds. Probably didn't feel good either. Grove City has it on the baseline, 15:04 to go. Other than the end of the first half when Greensburg got a little separation, I guess you could then say Grove City in the first 4.5 minutes of the second half where the Wolverines had a bit of an edge. It has been even. It's been a fun one. Baseline inbound to Anderson Skelton. Fadeaway jumper across the rim, no good. John Core battling for the rebound, and then he's going to be called for the foul, going over the top of the defender who had blocked him out. And that's Austin's third. So a little bit of foul trouble. John Core picks up his third 5 minutes into the second half. He's in the middle of that back line of the 2-3. Martin and Randall up top. Tony Martin near side with it for Greensburg. Into the lane, works it back over to Rosic. Rosic, runner left hand, no good, and Colton Martin the rebound. Martin setting up the offense. Wolverines plus 11 on the glass, 29-11 tonight. Randall top of the circle. Wolverines can tie with a 3. Skelton drives in. 12-foot leaner, no good. Johncore the stuff! Austin Johncore's first points of the second half. When you're 6'9" and mobile, you can make that look easy, and Austin Johncore with 7. Wolverines within a point. Marinchek roughed up a little bit by Randall, finds Rosic. Right of the lane, up and no good. Rebound underneath. Johncore fishes it out, and the Wolverines have a chance to take the first lead, or they'll take the lead for the first time. Martin drives in, lays it up and into left hand. Colton Martin, a bit unorthodox, but the Wolverines lead by a score of 43-42. Timeout, Greensburg. Will be back in 1 minute on the home of the Wolverines.
Express, Karen Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy. We'll check your oil, check your fluids, and get you clean. Fast, friendly service for cars, trucks, and SUVs. Wiper blades or filters, check your tire pressure. Locally owned, nationally loved.
Ken Frenchak here from the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Fall. Leaves are changing. Why not get a jump start on the season and get the oil changed in your vehicle? We have your grade of Valvoline oil regardless of your gas or diesel engine. We stock most air filters and windshield wiper blades. So don't forget, we offer 2 automatic car washes along with 2 self-serve bays. Stop by to have your car run and look great. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come to us for the experience.
Valvoline Express, Karen Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out, it's that easy.
$14-4 run for Grove City to start the second half. 43-42. Wolverines taking the lead. Pitt-Greensburg taking a timeout. Greensburg 3 fulls and a 30 left. Grove City 4 fulls and a 30 remaining. Byer top of the key. Byer driving in, and he's fouled on the drive, and he'll shoot 2. Fouls on Mike Christensen. That's Mike's first, team third. So Byer to shoot 2. And he sinks the first one. Byer is 4 for 4 at the line tonight. 6 points for the 6-footer from Conemaugh Township. And he hits that one as well, and Pitt-Greensburg retakes the lead 44-43. With 13:31 to go, second half. Christensen right side, out to Randall. Finds Wolf left of the circle. For the cutting Christensen, fumbled it, and knocked out of there. Keffer got a hand on it. Byer out of the pack with it. Byer down the lane, in on Wolf, up with the left hand, no good. Rebound grabbed by Wyatt Taylor. He'll put it up, hangs on the rim and drops in. Josiah Wyatt Taylor, first basket of the night. And just like that, Pitt-Greensburg up 3. Taylor, some nice minutes off the bench tonight for the 6'4" senior. Christensen left of the lane. Back to Randall, 3 for the tie. And off the rim, no good. Rebound, Book had it, and a foul will be called. A loose ball foul coming up on the Bobcats. And it is on Keffer, his second, team first. Christensen will inbound out of a 1-4 low. Finds Book on the left wing. Randall harassed by Jameer Collins. Back to Christensen, hesitates, now drives. Shot blocked, rebound loose underneath. Christensen grabs it, kicks it out. Drew Collins, 3, right wing, got it! Drew Collins, second 3 of the night. We're tied at 46. 46-46. Collins, second 3 in the second half. Forging a 46 all deadlock. Near wing, Marinchek, high arcing 3. That one goes off the rim, over the backboard. It's an automatic dead ball. It is Grove City basketball. Haller back in, Book out for the Wolverines. 12:14 to go in the second half. Christensen over the timeline with it. Out to Randall. Colton Martin, Austin Johncore back at the table for Grove City. Christensen posting up on Marinchak. Christensen near block, knocked away from behind, but a foul. Look at Marinchak. Whacked him on the arm. His first, team second. Johncore in for Olinger. Randall exits as Colton Martin back in. Marinchak and Collins out for the Bobcats. They have Keffer, Bigley, Byer, Wyatt Taylor, and Freeze on the court. Christensen, turnaround jumper, near side of the lane, rattles out, no good. Colton Martin with the rebound, then ripped away by Josiah Wyatt Taylor. Steaming down the court, in on Collins to the block, puts it up, blocked by Christensen. Collins tried to come up with the rebound, but he was out of bounds. Josiah Wyatt Taylor, the 6'4" senior from Johnstown. Big play at both ends and driving the floor. Had the shot blocked, but needs take a lot of fortitude to try and take a charge from him. Get inside, a foul on the shot attempt. Colton Martin picks up the foul. His first, team fourth, and 2 free throws upcoming for the Bobcats. So Bigley back to the line. 9 points tonight for the senior. And he misses the first one. Greensburg 8 of 11 at the line tonight. Bobcats went 27 of 35 at the line in the win over Baldwin Wallace last Friday night. Grove City tonight 3 of 4 at the stripe. Bigley up and no good. 2 rare misses for him, but a steal in the backcourt. Byer took it away from the Wolverines. Bigley with it, 11:30 to go in regulation. 4 fouls on Grove City in the half, 2 on Pitt-Greensburg. Byer right side 3, no good. And the rebound snagged by Drew Collins. Collins outlet down court, finds Johncore in the lane, and he is fouled on the dunk attempt. Rosic made sure that he couldn't get that one up in the cylinder. Rosic, it's his first, and he'll make Johncore earn him at the line. Johncore, he's the only one to attempt a free throw tonight for Grove City. And that one won't stay down. Tony Martin back in for Pitt-Greensburg. And we're also going to get our first look tonight at Tylen McCune Daniels, 6'6" out of Northgate. Johncore's second one is good. He'll check out. Owen Wolf back in, and Grove City inches ahead, 47-46. McCune Daniels, 6'6" freshman. Did not play in the win over Baldwin Wallace Friday night. Bigley on the near side. Bigley cross court to Rosic. Back to Bigley. Over to Rosic. 3, left side. No good. Ball batted around. Tony Martin trying to save it. He does. And then a foul down low on Conklin, as he had his hands on McCune Daniels. That's Conklin's first, but of more significance, it's 5 on the Wolverines in the second half. Greensburg getting close to the bonus. $10:50 to go, and inbound to Freeze. 3, good. Tyler Freeze puts the Bobcats back on top with his first points of the night. 49-47. 10:35 to go in regulation. Randall finds Colton Martin. Martin driving in up with the left hand and good. Colton Martin with 6. $49-all, another deadlock here. Colton Martin making his Grove City debut tonight. Left corner Freeze, another 3, good again. An ironic name for a guy that's shooting the ball hot tonight. 52-49. 8-3 of the night. Now ball deflected into the backcourt. Tony Martin and Colton Martin battling for it. Scramble. Arrow belongs to Pitt-Greensburg. The Wolverines turn it over for the 15th time tonight. 4th time in the second half. Greensburg only 1 timeout in the second half. Olinger, Book, Skelton in. Collins, Conklin, Wolf check out for the Wolverines. We're midway through the second half. 52-49 the lead for Pitt-Greensburg, and the Bobcats have the ball far side. Bigley skipped the freeze, who's hit back-to-back threes. Lob inside, intercepted by Olinger, came for the backside and picked it off. Second turnover for the half for the Bobcats. Randall on the right wing. Grove City, both point guards out there. Colton Martin and Randall. Colton Martin guarded by Tony Martin. Finds Skelton. Skelton, 13-foot fadeaway short. Olinger tips the rebound around, and Randall comes up with it for the Wolverines. Randall between the legs with the dribble, 15 to shoot. Top of the circle, Colton Martin in around Tony Martin, and he beat him to the hoop, 52-51. Colton Martin with 8. And we have a timeout on the floor taken by Grove City. It is going to be a 30. We'll take it as well. 52-51. Pitt-Greensburg leads on the home of the Wolverines.
Ma, is this how you feed a hamster?
I think so.
Is my homework right?
I think so.
Is this milk still good?
I think so.
When it comes to parenting, sometimes it's okay to think you know. But when it's something as important as your child's car seat, don't just think. No. Double check if your child is in the right seat for their age and size. It'll help protect them in a car crash. Don't just think. No by visiting nhtsa.gov/the right seat. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Each team has 4 timeouts left. And Grove City, for the first time tonight, will set up a 2-2-1. Randall and Christensen up top. Book and Skelton in the middle. John Core's the free safety. Rosich over the timeline, gets it off to Bigley. 52-51 Pitt-Greensburg as we come up on the 9-minute mark here in the Grove City College Arena. Pretty good way to open the home and regular season schedules tonight. Pitt-Greensburg, high expectations for the Bobcats. And you can see why. Tony Martin to Rosich, 5 to shoot. Rosich, ball knocked away. Skelton the steal. Skelton down court, into the lane all the way for the lead. Good. Anderson Skelton with his first deuce of the night. Anderson Skelton with 5, 53-52 Grove City. Haller in for Book, Wolf for John Core. McCune Daniels exits for Pitt-Greensburg. Marinchak back in, Keffer in as well, as Freeze out, Bigley out as well, Jameer Collins back in. Chris Klimchuk gassing up some frontliners for the stretch run. Collins back to Keffer left side. 53-52 Grove City. High post, working it down low, man pops open. It is Byer, and he lays it up and in, the high-low, and Jackson Byer with his first field goal of the second half. 54-53, the teams swap the lead again. Wolf to Haller, top of the key. Near wing for Christensen. Christensen now steps back, 3, up, got it. Nothing but net. Mike Christensen with 14, his second 3-ball in the second half. 56-54. Christensen with 14, leading the Wolverines tonight. Marinchak shooting a 3. It's good. He has a game-high 20, and Pitt-Greensburg back on top. 6th 3 of the night for Marinchak. (57-56). Bobcats shooting 41% from behind the three-point line. Grove City 6 of 10. Wolf left of the lane to Randall. Corner 3, up, short. Rebound, out of bounds, off of Pitt-Greensburg. It came off the rim at an odd angle. It hit a couple of players and then hit off the shoulder of Jackson Byer, so Grove City will keep it. And 20 on the shot clock. Game clock reading 7:14. Inbound, get it back to the inbounder, Christensen. Jumper in the lane, rims out, no good. Ball batted around and snagged by Rosic. Here come the Bobcats, moving left to right. Rosic, left-hand dribble, now picks up the dribble, guarded by Drew Collins. Grove City back to the man-to-man. 18 on the shot clock. Collins with it. As Jameer Collins finds Marinchak. Looked like he might have walked there. Marinchak posting up, jumper over Randall, tipped by Randall. Rebound grabbed by Byer to Jameer Collins up top to Rosic. 3 seconds, 2. Rosic up, and he's fouled. And head coach Steve Lammy is irate, saying call the travel. He might have a point. Fouls on Mike Christensen. His second, team 6th. Rosic 1 for 3 at the line tonight, 7 points. Hits that one. Steve Lammy's dander was up, and I don't blame him. Rosic hits them both. Instead of travel, 2 points and a 3-point lead for Pitt-Greensburg. 6:28 to go. Colton Martin right side. Martin with 8 in his Grove City debut, but knocked away by Jameer Collins, and here comes Pitt-Greensburg, 2-on-3. And the cross-court pass by Byer, picked off by Haller, 2-on-1. Haller goes all the way, layup up, across the rim, no good. Ball batted around and grabbed by Keffer. Wolverines miss a chance to score in the paint, and remains 59-56 with 6 minutes to go in regulation. Rosic near side to Collins. Jameer Collins up the left hand, no good. Colton Martin rips away the rebound. But then Martin stripped the steal by Marinchak. Keffer lost it. The organization of this game is dissolved. And then a foul's going to be called on the Wolverines, and it's a 1-and-1 for Pitt-Greensburg. And it's on Mike Christensen, his third. Double whammy there. His third, team 7th, and a 1-and-1 upcoming. Timeout taken by Grove City. A full timeout with 5:45 to go. Pitt-Greensburg up 3 in free throws for the Bobcats when we come back on the home of the Wolverines.
So what's a great way to spread awareness that driving high is illegal everywhere? A catchy song, of course.
You can run, but you can't drive high. You can run, but you can't drive high.
Friendly reminder, don't drive high. If you feel different, you drive different. Brought to you by NHTSA and the Ad Council.
It's going to be Ty Keffer towing the line to the right. He was fouled by Christensen in the scramble for the loose basketball. Keffer 2 points tonight. This came back in the first half. It was the final field goal of the first half. And Keffer hits the front end for his 3rd point. That basket, Grove City was down 7, had the ball. Wolverines turned it over. Then Keffer scored in transition to make it 38-29 at the break. Second free throw up and good. And it is 61-56. As Pitt-Greensburg has recaptured the lead. 7-0 run for the Bobcats after Grove City took the lead on the Christensen 3. Wolverines looking to counterattack. Christensen left wing, Guarded by Byer. 15 to shoot. Christensen out to Olinger. Randall top of the circle. Kyle Randall with it. Swings it off to Collins. Collins into the lane, stumbles, and hits the deck. And a travel on Drew Collins. Just lost his balance and ended up on his rear. Grove City will give it back. And the Wolverines had done a pretty good job in the second half of taking care of the ball until recently. Now 3 turnovers in recent possessions. 18 on the night. Greensburg with 8, 4 in each half. Byer into the lane for Keffer. Blocked by Olinger. Rebound Conklin. And then the rebound goes out of bounds and it hit Keffer, who was sprawled on the floor. Tough stretch for Keffer. Gets blocked, ends up on the deck. And we have a stoppage as they have to take care of some perspiration. It's going to be Mike Christensen with the mop. Well, we say this guy can do a little bit of everything for the Wolverines, and even taking care of that. His reward is he gets the inbound against full court pressure. Christensen into Randall. 5+ minutes to go second half. 5-point lead for the University of Pittsburgh at Greensburg. Randall right side. Randall to Christensen. 17 to shoot. Olinger, the foul line. Left wing Collins with it. Collins back to Olinger. Shot clock now at 11. Olinger finds Conklin up top to Collins. Step back 3. Collins rattles out, no good. Drew Collins couldn't get it to go. Jameer Collins, who also wears 5 for Pitt-Greensburg, gets the rebound. Collins first board of the night. Collins with it on the near wing, guarded by Olinger after a switch. Collins into the lane, fade away, back to the rim, side of the rim, no good. Conklin with a strong defensive board for Grove City. Down to 4:18 to go, clock rolling second half. 3 timeouts for Grove City, 4 for Greensburg, and down the lane a foul. Randall found the back cutter Conklin. He was fouled by Keffer. Keffer's 3rd, team 4th, but he prevented likely a basket. Christensen into Book, who's back in. Shot clock at 18. Randall into the lane. Randall up with the right hand and good. Strong move for Kyle Randall. 9 for Randall. The Wolverines are back to within 3. 4 minutes left in regulation. Wyatt Taylor on the block. Muscles in on John Core and gets it to go. Josiah Wyatt Taylor. Strong move inside. He's been a big factor tonight for the Bobcats. Lead back to 5 as the teams trade baskets. Christensen into the lane, gets to Skelton. Not sure if it was on purpose, but it worked out. Skelton with 7. (63-60). Wolverines need a stop though. Bigley against the zone. Bigley in on the 6'9" John Core, now into the corner. 10 to shoot. Skip near side, and there's a stop. Byer caught a flyer. Out of bounds and back to Grove City with 3:13 to go. Martin and Wolf in. Randall and John Core exit. Colton Martin will run the point, guarded court length by Michael Bigley. Ball knocked away by Bigley into the backcourt. And it's going to stay Grove City ball as Bigley touched it, but he was out of bounds. Book out, Haller in. Haller, Wolf, Skelton, Christensen, Colton Martin with 3:04 to go in regulation. 63-60, Greensburg the lead. Grove City led briefly in the second half after trailing by double figures tonight. Haller between the circles. Skelton to Christensen, posting up. Christensen backing down on Byer. Hook by Christensen, short, no good. Rebound, Christensen, oh, look at him for into the back of the defender, and that's number 4 on Christensen. Will walk to the other end for the 1-on-1. So Byer 5 of 5 at the line tonight, 9 points. And he'll get a second one. 64-60. Missed that one, no good on the rebound for Wolf. 4-point game, 2:46 to go. If there's a jump ball, Grove City has the arrow. Skelton to Martin. 2 fouls to give for Pitt-Greensburg. They've only committed 4 in the second half. That could be a factor one way or another. Haller lost it, took his eyes off it. Rosic with it. Rosic down court, Rosic. And a foul will be called on Colton Martin with the reach in. Does stop the clock. Martin's second, team 9th, and a shooting foul puts Rosic back on the line where he is 3 of 5 tonight. He has 9 points. That one scoots out, no good. It remains a 4-point game. Olinger for Wolf on the Grove City side. 2:29 to go. Second one is up, and it is good. And Pitt-Greensburg will take a full timeout with 2:29 to go, leading 65-60. We'll take a break. Wolverines will have it when we come back on the home of the Wolverines.
My name is Bobby. I'm a veteran and lost my leg to a roadside bomb. My victory was going from a wheelchair to becoming a weightlifting champion.
I'm Sam. I'm a veteran. My victory was finding a career I can be proud of and supporting my family.
America's veterans are on their most important tour, the tour of their lives.
I'm a veteran. My victory was going from homeless to home.
At DAV, we're on a mission to help veterans get the benefits they've earned.
I'm a veteran, and my victory was finishing my education.
DAV offers veterans of all generations a lifetime of support for victories great and small.
My victory was proving that disability is not a limitation.
My victory was getting my service dog a new best friend.
We help more than 1 million veterans every year as they face and conquer their challenges.
My victory is being able to be there for my family.
When America's veterans win, we all win. Help us support more victories for veterans. Go to DAV.org.
It'll be Grove City ball after the timeout. Mike Christensen will inbound, and Pitt-Greensburg setting up a 2-2-1. Probably more so to maybe burn clock as opposed to force a turnover, but we'll see. Randall over the timeline. Here comes a trap. Randall fouled on the near side by Keffer. It'll be his 4th, team 5th. Olinger with it. Olinger to Christensen, far block. Posting up. Spins over the right hand. No good. Ball batted around and snared by Marinchak for Pitt-Greensburg. 65-60, 2:09 to go in regulation. Bobcats have the lead and the basketball. Marinchak working on Christensen out there with 4 fouls. Steal by Randall. Here come the Wolverines. 2-on-1. Randall to the line to lane. Leaner, no good. Rebound and a foul going the other way. And they'll get Randall. No, Olinger. Olinger's first, team 10th, double bonus time for Pitt-Greensburg. So it'll be Rosic shooting 2. 4 for 7 at the line. Tonight he has 10 points. Make it 11. 66-60. Marinchak leading Greensburg with 20. Rosic 11. Byer has 10. Mike Christensen leads Grove City with 14. Randall 9. 8 each for John Core and Colton Martin. Rosic goes 2 for 2, and the lead is 7. 1:55 to go. Wolverines need to get a basket of some sort here. Still time, but have to score here, one would think. Olinger trapped. Finds left corner. Drew Collins, 3 up, got it. On cue, Drew Collins. They called it 2 for Collins, 67-62. Entry inside, batted away, and it's going to be Grove City ball. Greensburg will have it. The official pointed the wrong way. I think there's some confusion. And we're going to have a so they're going to challenge it. They have the tablet down at the scores table. We'll see. Let's see if we can zoom in on the officials down there at the table. Or we get the cheerleaders. Can we tilt the camera down and get the officials there, Alyssa? It was ruled that it was a tip out of bounds. The 3 officials tonight, Mike Brode, Joe Stredek, and Mark Wise, they are reviewing the play. And it certainly looked like it went out of bounds off of Grove City, but we will see. 67-62. As they review this play, teams have gone to their respective sidelines. And you wonder if they have much of a view. That's the other thing too. So a minute 28 to go in regulation. We have the timeout on the floor. I believe it would cost Pitt-Greensburg a timeout if it's an unsuccessful challenge. That's something new this year in Division III. Tonight we don't have media timeouts. The teams, you get 4 fulls and 2 30s. They continue to review the play on the near side, and now the officials will get together, and what decision will be rendered. And it is Grove City basketball. I believe that will cost Greensburg a timeout. So our first challenge of the season. And no, it's the third. They charge them a 30 based on the challenge. So Grove City gets it back, perhaps to break the Wolverines' need, but they have to convert. 1:20 to go. Down 5. Conklin to Christensen. Finds John Core back to Christensen. Randall up top, or excuse me, that was Collins. John Core near block, posting up on Rosic. John Core up with the right hand, no good. Battling for the rebound, and it's snagged out of there by Rosic. Here comes Greensburg, a minute to go, up 5. Head coach Chris Klimchuk says spread the floor. And that's the Bobcats do. Bigley, a basket here would be massive for Greensburg. 14 to shoot. Wolverines must stop here. Bigley into the paint, kicks it up top. Marinchak, 6 threes tonight, has 20 points. 7 to shoot. Pull-up jumper on the way. Front of the rim, no good. Keffer the rebound. Keffer the rebound. Timeout Pitt-Greensburg. Timeout taken by the Bobcats with 34 and 7/10 seconds remaining. We'll take a quick break, come back with a finish on the Wolverine Sports Network.
Ken Frenchak here from the Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. It's that time of year again. Buy one, get one free windshield wiper sale. You heard correct. BOGO windshield wiper sale with any of our Valvoline full-service oil change through the end of the year. So get ready for Old Man Winter today before he arrives. BOGO windshield wiper sale through December 31st. You can go anywhere for an oil change, but you come to us for the experience.
Valvoline Express Care and Car Wash of Grove City. Drive in, drive out. It's that easy.
Timeout taken by Pitt-Greensburg. The Bobcats have one left. Grove City, 3 timeouts remaining. The arrow belongs to Grove City. Greensburg has a foul to give. And on the other side, the Bobcats are in the double bonus for the rest of this one. 10 fouls on Grove City. Anderson Skelton looking to check in, but and he'll come in. Josh Book out. So Collins, Randall, Skelton, Wolf, and Martin for Grove City. Keffer, Rosic, Byer, the inbounder, Bigley, and Marinchak. Starting 5 out there for Greensburg here with 34 seconds to go. Rosic dribbling around. Wolverine's trying to foul. Now Bigley, and he'll be fouled by Colton Martin. Martin's third. Pitt-Greensburg able to burn up about 7 seconds. So Bigley, 9 points tonight, 2 for 4 at the line. 5-point game. It is now a 6-point game. Bigley in double figures with 10. Bobcats had 5 men in double figures in the win the other night over Baldwin Wallace, 82-80. 4 in doubles tonight. Led by Marinchak with 20. Second one is up. No good. 2-possession game. The door's open for the Wolverines. They need a quick score. Randall with it. Randall dribbling around to Christensen left side. Pulls up 3 on the way. It's off the mark. Olinger saves it, but it's grabbed by Keffer. Outlet down court. Marinchak with it. Marinchak fouled by Randall with 10 seconds to go, and Pitt-Greensburg looking pretty good at this point. Marinchak, as well as he shot tonight from the outside, you have to think the free throws are about automatic. First one good, 69-62. 21 for Marinchak. 6'1" senior from Ligonier Valley. Lays down Route 30 from Greensburg, the Lincoln Highway. Marinchak with 22 as he hits them both. 70-62. 6 seconds to go. Randall trapped in the backcourt. Randall driving in, finger roll up, no good. Rebound Christensen at the horn, it's good. And that will do it. 70-64, the final. Pitt-Greensburg spoils Grove City's season opener. We'll come back with a recap on the home of the Wolverines.
I'm Sally, a volunteer at United Way. I'm asking people around the neighborhood what they think this place needs. Excuse me, hi. What do you think this place needs?
I'd like to see more parking.
More playgrounds.
Free movies.
Oh, that's easy. Better restaurants.
And you, what do you think this place needs?
This place? Oh, more ice cream trucks.
Okay. How about you?
Wi-Fi everywhere?
I was thinking more money in the pockets of local families come tax time.
Can I change my answer?
I was just kidding about the ice cream.
Oh, that's way better.
Now that you mention it.
When it comes to getting better tax refunds into the hands of local families, what this place needs is you. To donate or volunteer, go to unitedway.org. Because great things happen when we live united. Brought to you by United Way and the Ad Council.
this is the news. This morning, we are saluting the 2.2 million women who have joined in the war effort. They now make up 37% of the workforce, changing their role forever.
The prestigious Harvard Medical School is breaking ground today, opening its doors to new female applicants.
Today, little girls all over the world look to the sky, where the first woman is now in space.
Military stereotypes are challenged today with the trailblazing promotion of a U.S. female officer to 4-star general. It was just announced that the vast majority of last year's doctorate degrees were earned by women.
We've come so far, but our news is changing for the worse. More women die from heart disease and stroke than men, even though it can be prevented. Make a change at GoRedForWomen.org today. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the American Heart Association's Go Red for Women.
Chris, can you put the video game controller down for a second?
I can talk and play. Oh, I'm totally annihilating this punk kid in Nebraska.
I just feel like you're not acting like a grown-up in our relationship.
Am too.
Well, you still ride your skateboard to work, there's the comic book collection, the race car bed.
Look, I'm young at heart, but I put money into my 401k every paycheck. I picked up a few savings tips at feedthepig.org. I have control over my financial life now, and that feels pretty grown up.
Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. Putting some money from every paycheck into a savings account or contributing to your 401k can make a big difference later. For free ideas and easy tips on ways to save, go to feedthepig.org. That's feedthepig.org.
So, I bet I look like a grown-up to you now.
Well, except for the footy pajamas, I'd have to agree.
This message brought to you by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants and the Ad Council.
Back here one final time in the Grove City College Arena, where the Wolverines fall to Pitt-Greensburg tonight, 70-64, a hard-fought battle. Wolverines were down double figures in the first half, down 9 at the half, came back, had the lead, but could not hang on to the lead. Pitt-Greensburg able to pull out the victory tonight, 70-64. Grove City led tonight. Mike Christensen was 16, 9 for Kyle Randall, 8 each for Colton Martin, Austin Johncourt, and Drew Collins. On the Pitt-Greensburg side, 4 players in double figures. Matthew Marinchak leading the way with 22, including 6 threes, a dozen for Trent Rosich, 10 each for Michael Bigley and Jackson Byer. Pitt-Greensburg shot 21 of 59 tonight, 36%, but 9 of 22 on threes for 41%. Grove City, 43% for the game, 27 of 63, 6 of 13 on three-pointers, 46%. Greensburg did a good job of getting to the line, 19 of 26. Grove City only 4 of 6. Wolverines a 44-30 edge on the glass. Christensen led the way with 8 rebounds. Caleb Howler with 6. 19 turnovers tonight for Grove City, 11 for Pitt-Greensburg. A few other individual numbers. Michael Bigley with 4, and Trent Rosich 4 assists each for them, and 3 steals for Ty Keffer. On the Grove City side, 2 assists each for Olinger, Martin, Book, and Randall. 70-64, the final. Pitt-Greensburg wins it. So the Bobcats are 2-0. Grove City drops to 0-1. And with that, we will call it a night here in the Grove City College Arena. Thanks to Athletic Director Todd Gibson for all of his support. Thanks to Facility Manager Kathy Jacobs. Thanks to Sarah Sears at the scorer's table. That's a mouthful. Also, our tech crew up top tonight, Alyssa Shaw, Diana Kepner, doing an outstanding job as always. Thank you very much to those 2 young women. And our stat crew tonight, Tyler Grupak and Carson Lucas, doing outstanding work as well. Also thanks to Johnny Hake, doing some photography. You can check it out, John Hake on Smug Mug, and check out the visuals from tonight. This is Ryan Briggs saying so long from the Grove City College Arena. Pitt-Greensburg defeats Grove City 70-64. You watched it or listened to it on the Wolverines Sports Network. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you next time on the home of the Wolverines. Thank you for tuning into the Wolverines Sports Network. We'll talk to you next time on the home of the Wolverines.